Game 2 of the 2013 Pro Singles Semifinals, Mike Taylor versus David Williams Jr., is proudly brought to you by the Shuffleboard Federation. Tonight's match is played on Shuffleboard Federation Ultra Glide T4 Wax. Purchase a bucket today at www.shuffleboardfederation.com. We would also like to thank the Sands Regency Hotel and Casino in beautiful downtown Reno, Nevada, for being the home of the North American Shuffleboard Championships. Sponsorship opportunities are available for the 25th Annual North American Shuffleboard Championships. For more information, contact James at shuffleboardfederation.com. And we will get right to the action here. Mike Taylor takes a right-handed shot and puts it right in the middle of the Shuffleboard Federation emblem. And David Williams Jr. takes a right-handed thumb shot and knocks it off the side of the weight, clearing the table. Both players have shot their first weight. Mike Taylor takes a left-handed thumb shot, and David Williams Jr. lines up, puts it in his right hand, and sends it down there. Right-handed thumb shot again, off the side of the weight, and this time he gets a roll. So Mike Taylor lines up for his third shot and clears the table. David Williams Jr. takes his third shot and sends it freehand from the left-hand side of the table into a looping. It looks like it might be a 1. And Mike Taylor will clear the table. And we will see the first lag of this game. David Williams Jr., a free-handed lagger, shoots up towards the right side of the table, his right side of the table, and brings it in just past the emblem for a 1 point, drawing the first blood of this game, 1-0. And the match here is in its second game, and matches are 2 out of 3 in professional shuffleboard tournaments. And if Mike Taylor wins this game, Mike Taylor won the first game, so if he wins this game, he advances to play the finals against Tony Appel. And if he loses, then he'll have to play the third game, and David Williams Jr. at that point would have tied Mike Taylor in this match. It would be 1-1, and they would be fighting out. So we'll see what happens here. Mike Taylor, on his lagging end, puts down, looks like a on the line 1, and David Williams Jr. sticks it right up. And these two guys are so accurate, they very rarely miss, and when it comes time to lag, they typically do. So David sends it down there, a right-handed cross shot, off the table, and that's an intentional shot so that Mike will have an opportunity to lag with a clear board. And he sends one deep, it's floating. And that may very well be a 2. So, marked a 1, and he's going to check it there, and it looks like it's a 2. Now, Mike Taylor draws 2 points there, or lags 2 points, and David Williams Jr. has 1 point after each player has had the hammer 1 time. And we're going to see with these two guys that it is going to come down to that last weight on just about every single frame here. They're not going to be playing around quite as much, but when they do, you're bound to see a lot of action. So they're waiting for their right opportunity. And when they do, they'll pounce. So Mike Taylor throws it down by the 1, and David Williams Jr. still doesn't want to go around that one. So he knocks it off. And he sends it to the other side of the table. You'll notice these guys use both the left and the right side of the table. The middle, the short part, every part of this table will be used in these matches, and that's because they're trying to keep each other on their toes and maybe potentially find an alley they're not so comfortable with. And that was almost a miss there. So I think he wanted to actually stick that. He didn't. And Mike Taylor sends one down the left side of the table. And that may very well be a backboard. I think that's deeper than he wanted it to be. So David Williams Jr. lines up, free-handed, sends it down the center of the table, and he will stick it 2 points. David Williams Jr. 3, Mike Taylor 2. We haven't seen any mistakes from these gentlemen yet, and David Williams came pretty close on one shot, just shaving it off, but each frame is new. So David Williams Jr. shoots first and sends it right-handed, and you'll notice the curve that he did there, and that's actually, a lot of people try to spin their weights. You don't really have to spin it too much on a table that's set up properly, because the curve of the table, that is the shape of the table, will naturally just bring it right in there. So you see it kind of moving towards the center, and David Williams Jr. did that perfectly and found out where a 4 is. So we'll see what Mike Taylor does with this. He's definitely going to hit it off. The only question is he going to choose to stick it? And he does. Drives it. That may be a 4-2. And David comes back to it. Looks like he's going to hit it off the side and clears the table. So Mike Taylor throws a sort of middle of the table 1, and this is to protect his hammer. So no matter what, even if he sticks it, it's out of the way of his hammer, and Mike Taylor will have sort of an open alley. He wants to be lagging freehand. This is his preferred alley to lag on, and he got it on an open table and lagged a 1. So Mike Taylor scores 1 point, ties up the game, 3-3. And on defense, his first shot is a left-handed cross shot. And as we've seen in the past, David Williams Jr. prefers to throw a free-handed shot instead of a left-handed shot. So if there's a alley that he has to choose to shoot at from that side of the table, most of the time he's going to choose to shoot free-handed rather than with his left hand. Don't be surprised if he shoots left-handed, though. I mean, he's probably better than most people in the country with his left hand. He's just a little bit more comfortable shooting freehand from that side instead. So he sticks it up. It's middle 2. Mike Taylor sticks it back, drives it a little bit. Mike Taylor's got some good driving weights, it looks like. They don't drive too much, but if he hits it square, it ends up scooting up maybe an inch or 2. Now this puck right here is a deep 2 on the line. David Williams Jr. chooses to stick it, or actually hit it off its side. And Mike Taylor may be throwing this one off intentionally. He does, just to give David a clear board to shoot off. And you'll see in these interactions, when the game is tied, these gentlemen are not loath to make their opponent shoot on a free, an open board, free throw essentially. And it seems to have worked on that last one. They're not lagging big numbers. They're not putting up 2s or 3s on those hammer weights, which is where they need to be. That being said, they can't throw it off. Throwing it off is about the worst thing that you could possibly do in this situation. So David Williams Jr. throws the first short weight of the game. So let's see what Mike Taylor chooses to do with this. I've seen him in the past just kind of go past that weight and maybe try to put it in an area that can't be hit. He certainly is trying, but I think it's open. And David Williams Jr. takes that off, so that short weight still remains. And Mike Taylor might say, forget this, let's just clear the table. There it is. And just like that, he throws it off. Mike Taylor has an opportunity here to feel the end of the board. Let's see what he does. Free-handed shot. Looping in, and it's only a 1. So this clear board strategy seems to be working at this point. Time and time again, they have given each other an open board rather than keep one on in order to lag against, and they're holding each other to 1 point using that strategy. Now Mike Taylor shoots a left-handed thumb shot, so it puts it in a slightly different position than it was before. David Williams Jr. seems to like that for a go-around. He's attempting to hide his own behind there, and he doesn't give it enough speed, so now we've got action on the board. One blue ahead, and a red weight about 6 inches behind that, looking at about 2.5 inches away. Oh my gosh, Mike Taylor had an opportunity to pass there and really put the hurt on. He did not make it. He went too far and off the edge. David Williams Jr. will try to find that same alley, and he runs into his own, and there's even more action on the table. So this may be an opportunity for one of these guys to really score a lot of points as this frame develops. So Mike sticks the front red one for putting two weights on the table, and it looks like those weights are lined up so nicely that it's going to be tough for a combo. And if David Williams Jr. does not make this combo in the correct way, he could end up freezing the weight that he hits, and that weight may actually end up in front of it. Let's see what he does. He freezes it and gets lucky, and he rolls it. He rolls it a little bit deeper so it looks like red's working, and that worked out great for David Williams Jr. And Mike Taylor actually set that shot up perfectly. He couldn't really have anticipated that. So now he goes down there to assess just exactly what he's going to do. There may be a left-handed cross shot, beautiful curl around that front red one, around the blocker, and he might be able to stick that, it looks like from this angle, for 4 points total on the board, which would be fantastic, and really could put the screws to David Williams Jr. Let's see what he does. Grips it. He's really making up his mind about the line. Money time shot. Easy release, and you can tell he's curling back, and he sticks it. What a money time pro shot that is. All the way around there, and he may very well have 4 points working right now. And he's making David really choose his shot wisely here. It looks like a left-handed cross shot with a light roll may be possible, but he's got to find that out if it exists, and that's what he's going for. Right-handed shot, hits it off, rolls it slightly, and makes his shot. So David Williams Jr. picks up 2 more points using Mike Taylor's deep weight to carry him off of into a slightly deeper 2. A wonderful frame. Setting up this new frame, David Williams Jr. takes a right-handed shot, shoots it about halfway across the table, and it loops back for a deep 2, potentially a 3 there. Mike Taylor will follow him in gently, and looks like he's not even going to be hitting this one, so he still wants to play some shuffleboard here and potentially set something up. So Mike Taylor may use that blue weight a little bit later down the line to either bump into the deep weight and set himself up for a big frame, but David is just going to cover that up. So we saw Mike Taylor make a curling shot starting from his left hand on the last one, and now he's going to have to make this curling shot coming across the opposite side of the table. Can he make it? No, he cannot. He hits David Williams Jr.'s weight over, and he's going to have to cover that a lot better if he doesn't want Mike Taylor to come in on him and stick him for a lot of points. So he takes a right-handed cross shot, sends it up into the hip of the table, and it's going to come back just about even there. And it went a little far, maybe enough of a cover. We'll see what Mike Taylor chooses to do. And it looks like he's going to actually bump up the action, potentially roll his own deeper. And he does just that, except that that shot's wide open right now. And so if David Williams Jr. rolls this over, it's dangerous. If he sticks it, Mike Taylor might have a shot here. Now, these guys are so deliberate here. He's looking at all the alleys, looking at all the angles, and making sure that when he lines this shot up, it's going to roll because it needs to go past the other red one. These weights are pretty much parallel. So if you stick either one of them, that's not enough. You have to roll at this point. Saw David shoot that other shot there. Follow him right in with a left-handed cross shot. He knows that it's there. The object of this is to hit it about just 3/4 or halfway across there to get the roll. And can he do it? He rolls it. Oh my goodness! It fell off the side of off the end of the table. Mike Taylor is very disappointed here. That was his opportunity to get back into the game and actually catch the lead. He didn't do it, and he gave up 3 big points. David Williams Jr. is now going to be on 9, and Mike will be on 4. So at this point in the game, David Williams Jr. is holding on to a very good lead, and he is going to try to protect that by going deep or off. And his off right there is about the best thing that he could do, because Mike Taylor is one of the kings in this game of getting back in, and he's trying to lure David into sticking this weight. And if David sticks it, that'll be a mistake at this point, because he's got a nice lead here of 5 points, and he wants to hold on to it. So if he can just maintain this lead through, all he's got to do is score 6 points here before Mike scores 11, and he wins this game. Continually hitting the weight off the side. That's a perfect shot. And Mike sends one down there. And just still trying to draw a stick, get a feel. If Mike's lag comes on here, he may very well get back in the game. If he's able to draw David Williams into playing a little bit, he may very well win this game. And if he's able to steal points, definitely that's what his goal is at this point. So here comes the lag. Setting it down the table. Can he even get by this one? Oh my goodness, just barely squeaks by there. And continues to advance the scoreboard. You'll see very rarely do these guys lag off. They would rather score 1 point and advance the scoreboard than score 0 points and lose the hammer. It's a very nuanced aspect of this game. It's a hard one to master, because when you get up there trying to score a lag, you might get excited and aim for a 2 or 3. But if if you don't feel it and you go off, you've pretty much given up control of the game, and you've given your opponent a big advantage. So again, Mike Taylor sets up right sort of at the end of the emblem, and he's trying to draw a stick from David Williams Jr. Tries one lure shot from the left-handed side of the table, and he's just giving him different alleys to shoot at, and maybe potentially draw a square hitting shot. And that was pretty close. If you see, that's really just a matter of centimeters. And if David Williams Jr. sticks one of these, Mike Taylor is very likely to try to pass. Puts one just about in the middle of the table, right at the end of the emblem, and that's where his sort of wheelhouse is for passing weights, it seems. So he makes David lag with 1 on the table, and he comes up short. David Williams Jr. just came up short on that, and Mike Taylor is able to steal 1 point, putting the game within reach here. So that's just 3-point difference at that point. And here goes Mike Taylor's first shot. Still working on picking up a stick, an accidental shot by David Williams Jr. And David is still a similar strategy, hitting it off the side. But this is a new side of the table for both players. David Williams Jr. sticks away. Now, that might be too deep to go around it. That might be all the way in the 2 zone and only about 8 inches or so from the end of the table. So I don't think he's going to try to go around that. He may just well try to stick it, and he does. Drives it. These guys are so good. And David takes a left-handed cross shot. That's a shot that he's not going to take very often. And that might be why right there. I think he wanted to stick it, and he ended up hitting it just to the right of it. right of the weight and ends up going off the side of the table. Now look at the depth of all of these weights that Mike Taylor's throwing when he tries to draw a stick from David. They're all right in that area. So he got his stick there, but it rolled a little bit. And the only question is he going to try to go around it? Or is he going to try to stick it back? Looks like he's going to try to stick it back. And that's a little bit better for a come-around shot right there, if he was to do that. But David shoots his hammer. And goes off the end of the table. So the last shot, David Williams Jr. came up short. On this shot, David Williams Jr. goes long. And Mike Taylor has picked up 2 points on defense in successive frames here and is getting right back in the game. Now he's down only 2 points, 9-7, David Williams Jr. Mike Taylor throws his first shot, stays with that same depth right at the end there, and David shoots quick and shoots to the inside, hits it off the side of the weight. Clear table. Another freehand shot, just about at that same depth again. Boy, he's got such control, and he knows exactly what he wants to do. That's the stick that he was looking for. So what will Mike Taylor do with this? Left-handed shot, he lines up, tries to get loose here, picks his line out, sends it. Sends it up to the hip. Can he get around it? Oh, he does get past it, but he doesn't hide it in the way that he wanted to. So we'll see what happens with the action here on the table. Mike Taylor's got one working. They're touching, and whenever you got touching weights, it's very difficult to make all these shots. So combos everything off. That's pretty good. David Williams Jr. does not want action on the table right now. He wants a clear board, and Mike was able to begin to set something up there, but it fell apart. So Mike throws one off the table. He's just stolen 2 by keeping a weight on the board, and he gives David a completely different look now, a clear board to lag on, and he sends it down there. So after coming up short and going long, he puts 2 points on the table. David Williams Jr. 11, Mike Taylor 7. And David is rapidly closing in on 15 points here. And if I was going to make a prediction, I would say that David's going to win this game at this point. But here's the thing. You cannot give up. These guys are playing for a lot of money here, and they're playing for a lot of pride. And they're friends, but you better believe these guys want to win first place here. So the first weight goes off the table. Second weight knocks it off. And David sends another one, a free-handed shot down there. And it looks like he's really not wanting to give Mike anything to play with. And the first weight goes down again. And that's in the area there where Mike would feel comfortable passing if he were able to draw the stick. He does not draw the stick again. And Mike sends one down. Mike Taylor puts it just about in the middle of that star there of the emblem, and David Williams Jr. keeps the table clear. Now Mike Taylor from Austin, Texas, and David Williams Jr. from Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Texas is always pretty well represented at the North American Shuffleboard Championships. And Mike Taylor, just like that, throws a deep 2, taking the score up to 11-9. David Williams Jr. Mike Taylor is only 2 points behind, and both of these guys are 2 hammers away from winning this game right here. So Mike Taylor with that lag really brought it tight. David has the first opportunity to lag this time, and the first opportunity to lag next time, and he'll probably close it out in 2 hammers. Now, if he doesn't do that, Mike can put a 3 up now, and another 3 up the next time he has the hammer, and win this game. And don't think that he can't, because Mike Taylor wins games like that every single week. So these guys are just playing the same conservative game we've been seeing where Mike's trying to draw a stick. David is not giving into it. And just like that, David Williams Jr. rushes his shot, misses a weight, and Mike Taylor has an opportunity here to go around his own and really put the hurt on. Can he do it? Sends it around. Looks like it's diving in, but the alley is slightly off. Now, this is a wide open shot. David Williams Jr. goes freehand from the other side of the table and sticks it deep. Mike Taylor pretty much gave that one up there by not hiding it properly. And David Williams Jr. is 2 away from winning this game here. 13-9, David Williams Jr. First weight off the end of the table, Mike Taylor is going to set up again right by the end of the emblem and see if he can still draw a stick. That's his only chance to score with 2 weights at this point. And David Williams Jr. is trying to make him only score with 1 weight. So worst case scenario, if Mike Taylor is able to score with 1 weight, he'll score 4 points only, which would put him at 13, a tie game. And then David will be scoring 2 the next time down. So this is food for thought. Potential go around, but he chooses not to. Sticks it instead. Sets it up right on top of the 1. That's not a bad spot to go around if he can find the right shot. And you'll see that is a wheelhouse shot. There's a trail coming from David Williams' thumb shot right to where that shot was lined up, and he took it. And that was no problem for him. And it was actually a good shot on Mike's part because he ended up sticking it. And he has an opportunity to lag here. Sends it deep. Nice fat 2 on the line of the 3. And he needs to be putting up 2s and 3s at this point in the game, otherwise he's definitely going to lose. His only object at this point is to keep David from scoring 2 points and getting out of this game. And David is good enough to put 2 points up in the clutch. So let's see if he can do it again. If he does it, it's not his first time. First weight. Keeps the board clean. And David's going to just try to score with 1 weight, and he knows all he's got to do is lag it 2. He practices several hours of the week just for this occasion, just to make sure that when it comes time to put a 2 up, he's able to do it. He has muscle control, he has muscle memory already in place with this set of weights, and he knows when it comes down to lagging, that's what he's going to do. And it's just not a matter of whether or not he's going to do it. He's definitely going to score. And it's just a matter of what are his nerves like. And Mike Taylor takes the opportunity to go around this weight. This is his opportunity, and he goes off the end of the table. So now David's got 1 on board. And we'll see what he's going to do with this, because Mike has 1 other weight. He could try to go around everything. So this might, in a counterintuitive way, David might knock his own off right here to keep Mike from burying his last weight, and thereby giving David a more open board to put that lag up with. So he's thinking hard about it, lines it up, left-handed shot, right at it, blasts it off. He wanted both of those off, but that drive isn't all bad either. So Mike has a chance to either stick this weight or blast it off and give David a free board. He blasts it off. Now all David has to do is put 2 points on the board. Can he do it? Sends the weight down there. And he's deeper than he needed to be. David Williams Jr. wins 15-11. Stay tuned for Game 3.